Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you APA Academy Week 1. Your Chicago Corviknights are taking on Nibs and his Austin Weaviles. I know it says Salem City Salamence, but he's listed as the Austin Weaviles, so a little bit of a mix-up there. Anywho, you can check out his links in the description down below if you want to see his side of the battle and all that. This is the team builder and battle together, like I said, with APA. Combining the two, so there'll be a jump cut when we go into the battle here. Oh man, nerves. First ever Wi-Fi battle. We'll see how it goes. Team we're rocking out with here: Gengar, Dragon, Milotic, Alolan Ninetales, Passimian, Rhyperior, Eldergoss, Orbeetle, whose sprite just broke, Flareon, Noctowl, and G-Max Caparaja. Nibs has a team consisting of Conkeldurr, Corviknight, Arcanine, Gardevoir, Inteleon, Mudsdale, Charizard, Beartic, Lapras, Trevenant, and G-Max Toxtricity. First thing that stands out and screams to me is that there is no Dark type. Inteleon and Corviknight are the only two Mons with Dark coverage. Trevenant and Toxtricity have Ghost coverage. But Gengar kind of just goes in. Gengar outspeeds everything on his team except for Inteleon, so Gengar looks very, very good this match, but we'll talk about it when we get to it. So I'm going to slide this over here, and yes, I will be looking off to the side screen to reference the Mons, and slide that over. Actually, I'm going to leave that up right now. I'm going to just minimize OBS for right now. So, first up, we have Rhyperior here with the Rocky Helmet. Solid rock ability. It is max HP Adamant with 132 attack investment, 124 defense. It is a Adamant nature, so minus special attack, with Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Thunder Punch, and Body Press as its move pool. This thing is basically, the Rocky Helmet is for his physical attackers. Mainly it's to help me wall the Corviknight, which is why Body Press is there as well. Uses defensive stat, not offensive. As is T-Punch. It's basically here to try and wall the Corviknight a little bit. It's also a check to G-Max Toxtricity. Very good check to G-Max Toxtricity. A combination of Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and Body Press just hits a good chunk of his team. Conkeldurr comes in pretty freely. Unfortunately, I'm just getting damage off at that point. We're setting rocks the first time around. Corviknight, T-Punch or Body Press. Arcanine does not appreciate the rocks. Also gets Earthquaked. Gardevoir comes in decently, but also doesn't want to take multiple hits. Inteleon comes in pretty free. However, Thunder Punch is there for this reason. If Inteleon comes, I Thunder Punch the Inteleon switching in. Mudsdale, again, another Mon that comes in pretty free on Rhyperior, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Stealth Rocks are good for Charizard. Thunder Punch is the only way I hit Charizard, unfortunately, because I'm not running a rock move. Beartic gets Body Pressed. Lapras gets T-Punched or Body Pressed, trying to switch in. Trevenant gets T-Punched if it comes, and Toxtricity gets Earthquaked. So yeah, that is... Why did that not work? So, that's the first Mon, Rhyperior here. Up next, the aforementioned Gengar. It's Black Sludge Gengar, just for some recovery. The Gengar is... Let me switch over here. It's max special attack, but it is a timid nature with 180 speed. That is to speed creep the Charizard. That's the speed creep the Charizard, and then 76 into the HP stat. Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Psychic. Basically, if I get a Nasty Plot off, I just beat down his team very, very quickly. Shadow Ball will obliterate Trevenant. Gardevoir doesn't want to take it. Thunderbolt will two-shot the Corviknight. It might OHKO the Corviknight, depending on the build of the T-Bolt will beat the Lapras, it'll beat the Inteleon. The one problem is Inteleon does get Dark Pulse, so a speedy Inteleon with Dark Pulse is a big issue. Scarf Shadow Ball, Gardevoir, also an issue. And then Psychic is good for Conkeldurr. It'll hurt the Arcanine, it'll hurt Mudsdale, it'll hurt Zard, which gets Thunderbolted. Beartic gets Psychic through Shadow Ball. Lapras T-Bolt, Shadow Ball with Trevenant, Psychic the annoying G-Max Touchers. So, that is the Gengar. Up next we have Hydreigon with Life Orb. This Hydreigon also kind of just puts in a ton of work. The goal of this game is Hydreigon to break early, wear down a bunch of the mons that are a big problem for me. Particularly if I can wear down Gardevoir, if I could wear down Inteleon, G-Max, remove Trevenant would also be nice. Then Gengar can come back around and sweep at the end, and we'll see that when I talk about another one of my mons. As soon as, besides Scarfers, as soon as Inteleon goes down, he has nothing faster than Gengar, which is going to force a Scarf, and I try to mitigate that. You'll see that here shortly. We are, on this Hydreigon, we are max special attack. We are 236 timid nature. Reason for that is to outspeed the Arcanine by 1 speed points. I don't know if it's, Scarfed Arcanine. That's what I was trying to say. And then 16 into the HP stat, 4 into the defense stat. Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Draco, and Roost. Roost is there to heal off the Life Orb damage. Otherwise, the combination of these 3 attacks just does a lot. Conkeldurr, unless it's defensive, like Spadef, does not want to take a Draco multiple times, or Fire Blast into Draco. Corviknight doesn't want to take Fire Blast. Arcanine does not want to take multiple Draco. Well, a Draco and Dark Pulse, unless it's defensive. Gardevoir gets hit by Dark Pulse. Inteleon gets Dracoed or Dark Pulse. Mudsdale gets Dracoed or Dark Pulsed. Charizard gets Dracoed or Dark Pulsed. Beartic gets Fire Blasted. Lapras gets Fire Blast Dark Pulse combination. Trevenant gets Dark Pulsed. And G-Max Toxtricity, I just smack as hard as I can. So, that is the... Yeah, that is the Hydreigon. And yes, I know I keep showing off the ribbons because I want to. Up next, we have Milotic with Flame Orb. It is Marvel Scale. This Milotic is max HP 252, Bold Nature Defensive, 144 Defense, 112 Spadef, so mixed defenses, with Haze, Scald, Recover, and Dragon Tail. G-Max Toxtricity is coming in on this every single time. So Dragon Tail to kick it out, and then bring in Rhyperior if, I'll bring in Rhyperior off the Dragon Tail. That way I can check the Toxtricity. Haze and Recover are pretty self-explanatory. Haze is to stop Corviknight from bulk up. Stalling Knee Recovery is so I heal and continue to wall things out. I don't really want to catch a Toxic. I would like to catch a Burn, so my Marvel Scale trips. And then Scald, other than Conkeldurr, his team doesn't really appreciate Scald. Lapras if it's Water Absorb, I guess, but in that situation I just switch out anyways. Conkeldurr getting burned off of Scald would be very sad days if it's Guts. Corviknight does not want to get burned. Can't set up because I'll Dragon Tail it out. Arcanine doesn't really want to take a Scald. Gardevoir doesn't appreciate Scald damage, plus I can Haze if it's Calm Mindset. Inteleon, I mean, I kind of just Dragon Tail that out of here. Mudsdale doesn't want to get Scald burned. Charizard doesn't want to get Scald. Beartic doesn't want to get Scald. Lapras doesn't care, like I said, I just switch. Trevenant kind of doesn't want to get Scald burned, but doesn't really care. And then G-Max Toxtricity obviously is the main check, which means I have to Dragon Tail. I pretty much have to Dragon Tail every time Milotic's in, just to pivot that Toxtricity out and then switch into one of my checks for it. So up next, wait, did I not apply your ribbon? Whoops. There we go. Better. Up next is Orbeetle, and yes, I know the Orbeetle has the Gmax symbol. It cannot Gigantamax. I just don't have any regular Orbeetles. The only Orbeetles I have in my box are Gmax Orbeetles, so I modified this one. It's not Gmax, okay? Pretend that Gmax sign is there. Colberberry, with Frisk, so I can check out items. It is defensive nature, bold nature, 248 HP, 152 defense, 96 def, and then 12 into the speed stat. The reason for the 12 in the speed stat is just so my opponent can't speed creep it. A min speed Orbeetle. We have Psychic, U-turn, Sticky Web, and Recover. This is kind of my main check to Conkeldurr. By Psychicking, U-turn to pivot. Sticky Webs is really, really nice because as soon as I put Sticky Webs up, if Inteleon is not booted, Gengar outspeeds his entire team, and once I get a nasty plot off, Gengar just kind of wins. And then Recover for heals. Pretty much all there is to that. But yeah, this is mainly a Conkeldurr check, and then set Sticky Webs. U-turn to pivot. So, and last but not least, we have Copperajah here. Yes, this is Gmax Copperajah. Yes, this is Gen, because I don't have any Copperajah yet. I have friends that are scouring, resetting dens to try and help me with this, so I can get a real Copperajah Gmax of my own. Has to hold the Pokeball, obviously. Sheer Force as the ability. This thing is Adamant Nature, max attack 252, 252 HP, 4 in the defense stat, no speed creep or anything at all. Moveset wise, it's Earthquake, Iron Head, Heat Crash, and Zen Headbutt, which will give me max Quake, boost my Spadef. Gmax Steel Surge, which will put up the Steel Stealth Rocks, which are nice chip on Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is the main. Gardevoir and Conquer, the two main reasons Hydreigon can't sweep. And putting the chip on, the Steel chip on Gardevoir is very, very nice. Limits the amount of times it can come in. It's also good for Beartic and Lapras. I don't think those two come this game, but, you know, chip is chip. Heat Crash is for Beartic, Lapras, Trevenant, and Corviknight. Max Flare, obviously. The EQ being for the Arcanine and the Toxtricity. And then Zen Headbutt is for Conkeldurr coming in. I can max Mindstorm it, and once I G-max, I'm bulky enough that I can live a hit from the Conkeldurr. So, Hasty Nature. And no ribbons. But yeah, that's going to be the team builder. Hopefully we can pick up the win. I'm going to go ahead and unlock my Mons here and set this up for you guys. As far as what I think Nibs is bringing, I think the Conkeldurr comes. It makes a lot of sense, and it's one of the few ways that I don't sweep with Hydreigon, and so I feel like that's got to come. I think Arcanine comes. It makes a lot of sense versus me. Just the Intimidate, because I have a decently physical team, as well as being a so-so check to Copperajah. I think Taunt, it's probably going to be Taunt, or not Taunt, it's probably going to be Pressure Bulk Up Sub, or Pressure Bulk Up Roost. Corviknight, just to try and PP stall me, / be an annoying headache. I think probably Scarfed Gardevoir. Scarfed Gardevoir makes a lot of sense to me, just so it can beat the Gengar. I think Inteleon's coming, and it's going to be Speed Crept to Gengar with probably U-turn Dark Pulse, either Snipe Shot, Scald. It does get Sniper. Might be holding the crit hit lens, the scope lens. That's kind of the set, I think, there. And then the Gmax Toxtricity, I think, comes. While I do have several good checks to it, I just think that Mon comes. because you kind of need a G-Max to take on a G-Max. So that's the 6 I think are going to come. Obviously, his entire team is viable versus me. And we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and we'll see you guys for the battle. Okay, I kid you not, Nibs and I have been sitting here for almost an hour and a half trying to get this set up. We're currently searching for him, so bear with us. I'm just going to jump out again until I find him. So, or actually, no, I'm just going to sit here until we find him. Unless it takes too long, then I'm going to jump out. So, no, I'm just going to jump out. Okay, we're back. It's been another hour because we've been trying to do this for so frickin' long. We basically both have just agreed to say screw timer. We're going to play the 20-minute timer, not the chess timer. So... Oh, but I can't see what he's... Oh, wait, yeah, I can X. He brought the Trevenant, not the Conkeldurr. Brought the Trevenant, not the Conkeldurr. So let me get that switched out here. I will not be doing a lot of calcing. This is probably going to be really fast-paced and probably go horribly for me. So we'll see. But, you know, that's what I got. And I know I got a minute to select. What's his lead versus me? I don't know. I think what I'm going to end up doing is lead Orbeetle. And then after that, it doesn't matter. And try and set my webs right away. And we'll go with that. I think that's going to be the play, is to lead Orbeetle web. Arcanine lead would suck. I don't know. We'll see. Trevenant lead? He doesn't lead Trevenant versus me. Does he? I don't know. I'm gonna pull this over here. Orbeetle versus Electricity. So, GG's, good luck to Nibs, not GG's. Nice background. We'll see what he leads here. I'm just glad we actually are ready to go here. Groot. He did. Oh, he led the frickin' tree. Trevenant. Level 50. I could set my webs and then U-turn. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to set my webs and then I'm going to U-turn out. He can't, if... I don't know. I didn't even see what I frisked for an item either. Okay, so I got my webs. In comes Corviknight. It is Pressure Stall Corviknight. And I'm going to U-turn out on what I predict is a defog or a... Nibs is playing Pokemon Shield. Hi, Nibs. I know you're playing Shield. Okay, so I do get the U-turn off. It does absolutely nothing. And we go into... We go into Caparajah, right? Do we go Caparajah now? No. I'm gonna go Hydreigon. There's not much that this thing's really gonna do to me, and Hydreigon puts in a lot of work. Defogs. Yeah, so he wants the webs off the field. So, called that. Hydreigon to Corviknight, Defog, 50. Fire Blast is a 2-shot. Gardevoir. Level 50. Gardevoir doesn't really want to take the Fire Blast either, so it's not going to appreciate it. So if he goes into... Could go... I don't have a B button. Yeah, he's going to go Arc and get the Flash Fire. Odie. Yep, Arcanine for the Flash Fire. Oh, he's not Flash Fire, he's Intimidate. Okay. He's Intimidate Arcanine. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and go right into my Logic. If he Wild Charges, so be it. He's got to play a 50-50 here of Wild Charge versus CC versus potentially Play Roughing if I stayed in. So, let's see what he does. He Morning Suns. Okay. So he's definitely defensive. Definitely a defensive Arcanine. My Flame Orb goes off. I'm going to Dragon Tail, because I'm betting that Toxtricity comes in. Yeah, this should be the G-Max Toxtricity. No, it goes Groot. Okay. So get Groot out. Don't bring the Toxtricity in. Back into Odie. Okay. Intimidate is fine. I'm going to Scald for a burn on the Trevenant. Trevenant is really unfortunate because I don't have a very good switch into it. Goes back into Groot. I would love a burn right here. Don't know what this Groot is. It's actually kind of annoying. I mean, Gengar. I need to pivot is the problem. Or actually, I'm just gonna go Caparaja. And see what he wants to do. Puts up a sub. It's probably sub protect. Go for Heat Crash here. It's probably sub protect to stall out Dynamax. And he's gonna be fat. That's, yeah, so that Trevenant's really annoying for me. Phantom Force. So we'll go back into Hydreigon. Sub. Interesting. So that thing is designed to shut down my G-Max. Dark Pulse. Like, there's no reason for me not to just Dark Pulse. I'll just keep Dark Pulsing this. I mean, if he wants to sub, I'll Roost on the Phantom Force turns. Thorn Leech. Dark Pulse again. I could Roost, but I'm gonna Dark Pulse because I don't want him to sub. If I Roost and then he subs, I don't really want that to happen, so... And this is gonna chunk everything anyways. Yeah, so Fire Blast should kill. I'm going to Roost. Because I need Hydreigon healthy enough to take on that Trevenant still. If he body presses, then that's a big issue for me. Corviknight, Defog. He switches, yeah, so I get the free Roost. Back into Arcanine. I think this time I'm going to go into Rhyperior. And this time he close combats. But that does not do a ton. Defense drop. Hurt by Rocky Helmet. I'm going to put my Stealth Rocks up. He's not going to stay in. He's -1. He saw that didn't kill me with the crit. So I can come back and Earthquake him back and kill him. Back into Corviknight. Toss my Stealth Rocks. Rhyperior. Corviknight. Drop that down to level 50. Thunder Punch is doing 40 to 48. Should, anyways. Which is going to force Roosts. The problem is I can't hover over, like... Because this is my first Wi-Fi, I can't hover over like I do in Showdown and be like, okay, it's used Roost, it's used Defog. My guess is it's Roost Defog. But I'll go ahead and Thunder Punch in on this. Yeah, Defog's my rocks. And that did, I'd say, probably about 50%. So he's not fully defensive. He's not going to want to take another one. The question is, do I... Because if he loses flying typing, and he's just steel typing, do I catch him on the Roost? I'm going to try and catch him on the Roost here. Oh, this might kill now. If I catch him right here, this might kill his Corviknight. 81 to 97 on a standard Corviknight set. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. And now we play the game of do we roost again? Oh, that was such a good play on my part. I'm gonna Thunder Punch, and if he roosts... He knows he dies to another EQ. Ah, he got me. Okay. I should have Earthquaked again. I'll play this game. I'll play the guessing game. Body press, okay. Doesn't kill me. Rocky Helmet, and this should be a dead Corviknight. Okay, Corviknight's gone, which means I can put webs and get webs to stay up. Rhyperior putting in the work. It was designed to check that Corviknight. I'm so impressed with my EQ play there. We are about 16 minutes in, I think. I don't know. Because of the timer. Like, this might actually just run out on us really quickly. But we both did agree to run it as timer. Kemet. That's the, that thing. So, I'm going to go into Milotic, because I don't really care, and I don't want to give up Amon at this point, so... Oh, I can't believe I read that Corviknight so well. Hydro Pumps. Life Orb. Okay. And we'll just recover. I'll let this thing keep chipping away at me if it wants. If the Toxtricity comes out, then I go into Caparaja, and I click Gmax. Dark Pulse. Don't flinch me. And we'll click Recover again. Milotic is just really annoying for him. He's going to need to Dark Pulse flinch me. So 151 down to 102, so it's doing about 51. And 102 up to 202. Okay, yeah, so basically I just keep clicking Recover every other turn. I'm going to Dragon Tail this time. In case he goes Toxtricity, because he's just going to kill himself to Life Orb at this point. He's going to kill himself to Life Orb, I guess. He just wants to Life Orb hit himself, then. I probably should have Scalded, actually, instead of Dragon Tailed. Here comes Arcanine. That's not what he wants. Do I recover? Do I drag? I'm just going to keep Dragon Tailing. I have no reason not to, because he's probably bringing Trevenant in. At this point, I'm just going to Dragon Tail Cycle, chip everything down. Because the more chip I put on everything... Jenkins. Leroy? Yeah, there's Toxtricity. Okay. So, Dragon Tail, you get out of my face. You are no longer welcome here. Hi, Groot. There we go. I don't really want Groot here either. So we're gonna just keep Dragon Tailing. I have no reason not to. Like, if he attacks me, fine. Milotic is a nice check to the Arcanine still. Puts up sub. No, get out of here. Battle ends in 3 minutes. Yikes. Yep, so this is the problem. Didn't break the sub. I forget that it doesn't kick sub out. Harvest the citrus berry. Yep, that's really not fun. He can't really beat Copperajah is the thing. He can't beat Copperajah. I'm just gonna heat crash. Like, God, 2 minutes. I hate that this is gonna go to timer. I really do. But you guys can see that I'm not like screwing around. I'm actually clicking buttons. So, wow, that did a lot. I'm Dynamaxing just so I can live whatever hit he throws at me. Yeah, so here comes the final minute countdown. That's for Phantom Force. I'm gonna switch in Hydreigon. I don't want to roll the risk that that Phantom Force kills me, so it's not going. I'm protecting my lead, basically, is what I'm doing. Click your move. One more turn. Come on. So yeah, final turn. Assuming he doesn't kill me, then I end up picking up the win. He defeated Nibs. GG's to Nibs. His link will be down below. Yeah, I'll receive the one card. I'm going to see if he has time for an interview. If not, then yeah, check out the links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys next time, but we'll see here. Alright guys, so I've got Nibs in call with me. I want to apologize for that going to timer, and we literally have been going for about 2.5 hours now, trying to get this set up. We were supposed to battle at 5, it's 7 my time, so it's like, what the hell happened here? But, no, okay, so... Okay, yeah, you were attack invested on the Groot. That's what got me.
I had quite a bit in there, and I was adamant nature as well.
Ooh, physical. Okay, so you were physical toxicity.
Yeah.
Alright.
To try and work that shift gear and see what I can do with that.
It's, Drain Punch would have been really good on that. I'm, like... Because Copperajah and Rhyperior were set up to take on a special one. So, okay, interesting. So
honestly, now that you mentioned that, Drain Punch would have been really great because I would have been able to handle Rhyperior, Hydreigon. I mean, Milo would have gone down with like a Thunder Punch and
Yeah.
Raja.
Yeah, well, Milo was designed to never let Toxtricity come in on it for free. That's why I was Dragon Tailing there at the end. I just wanted to start phasing things out until you made a couple predictable switches and then I could switch out. Because I did not want Toxtricity coming in on me free.
Let's just talk about how you got lucky a couple of times there with the you Dragon Tailed and my dog comes in twice.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Every time the dog came in, I'm like, okay, is he switching the dog out? Is he going... You got me on one. You CC'd on one. Because I was thinking of going Milo, but I was like, what if he Wild Charges? Turns out, didn't have Wild Charge. So I was like, Last time I went Milo, so this time let's have him Wild Charge. I'll go Rhyperior and not take any damage. You called it. That was a great call. I'm so glad I was tanky.
You had a really good prediction there with
the Corviknight.
I guess you knew that. Yeah, exactly.
The
Earthquake.
I knew, based on the amount of damage that did with my T-Punch, I knew you weren't like fully invested on the defensive side. You were definitely defensive, but not max. And so I was like, okay, he's not max. Another Thunder Punch will kill. I will live a Body Press if that's what he wants to go for. So let's go for the Roost. And my calc said 81 to 97. And I mid-rolled it. Otherwise, I would have gotten rid of Corviknight sooner. But I wish I had Earthquake the second time you roosted when I Thunder Punched, because I would have gotten rid of that Corviknight sooner. But I don't know. I've never made a prediction that great, and so I'm excited because I did that. I actually got a prediction.
Yeah, you actually did. You caught me off guard pretty well there.
Yeah, I don't know. The Trevenant, I didn't think Trevenant was coming. I really didn't.
I actually, I used to use Trevenant back in the day in VGC, like 2014, I think, when it just came out.
Yeah.
For X and Y, and ever since then, I kind of fell in love with it. And it's just I remember it being so good with the Citrus Berry Harvest and the Horn Leech and Substitute. And I feel like Phantom Force is like so good nowadays.
Oh, I mean,
it made so much sense.
Sub Phantom Force stops my Gmax. Like that's a great counter to Gmax Copperajah, because Copperajah is so slow.
You couldn't touch it.
Yeah, I literally, that's why at the end I Gmaxed just to make sure I could take the Horn Leech and not have us go 0-0 tie. And I was like, okay, he locked himself into Phantom Force instead. That's why I switched, because I knew I could take the hit and not die. I didn't know if I could live that Phantom Force or not, even Gmaxed.
Actually, in my while I was recording, you can hear me say, "Oh, he's going to Gmax and then pull out." I wasn't sure if I crit with your Gmax, how much HP it had left, if that would have killed it or not. I don't think it quite would have.
I had 168 left. Let me copy. Let me just throw it in the calc real quick and see. Because I honestly... I'm going to have to import Copperajah too, because I accidentally got rid of Copperajah. No, I actually was legitimately concerned, and at that point, because the timer was clicking down, I was like, I don't want to be that guy that does this. But at the same time, I can't really afford to have him...
By all means, save your Pokemon first.
Because I didn't want to go to a tie, and I don't know how they would have broken that tie, if it was by combined HP or what they would have done.
I think it's combined HP and like status as well. So say like your Milo was burned, that might have been a factor. But I don't think I would have won either way, because I think you had more HP. Like
so
by a pretty good amount.
Your Phantom Force was doing okay, Dynamax, and I was at 168. No, not 55 HP. 168. Okay, would you please stop misbehaving, computer? 168. 156. Okay, that's closer. Oh my god. The calcs will not let me put 168 in for some reason.
You can try and pull that up.
Oh, I can just do the 168 over, what is that thing's max? 458. 458. 36%. Okay, no, you, well, actually you might have with a crit. 36%. Crit Phantom Force. 31 to 37. You would have had to crit max roll.
Yeah, so it would have been really close.
Yeah, if I had the time, I would have calced that, but because of the time constraints, I was like, I can't try to calc that and take the hit. And then, because I said at the end of the video, I was like, I don't want to be called timer stall because I'm calcing, and I know there's only a minute left, so I'm going to keep hitting A to make sure that I go through. Yeah, that conch not coming really surprised me.
I just didn't think it was worth it with your team, to be honest with you.
We were so certain that conch, like Flame Orb Guts conch with Mach Punch Knockoff Drain Punch was coming. We were so certain of that. Man, I'm really, because I'll be honest with you here. Panther helped me build this team, so like I built the majority of it, and I'm like, Panther, can you check this real quick? He's like, yeah. He has no switch-ins for Gengar. You should bring Gengar. Okay.
The whole time I was pretty scared of the Gengar. That's kind of why I was spamming Dark Pulse so much there. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of fishing for the flinch a little bit and to try and stop you from recovering.
I thought that's what you were going for, but I was also surprised because like, why is he just life orbing himself down?
Well, yeah, I didn't want you to recover, and the first time I Dark Pulse, I kind of had a feeling you might be switching into Gengar, but
no, I was never gonna go Gengar unless I had webs up. I couldn't go into Gengar against the Inteleon because it always naturally outspeeds me. So I mentioned it in the team builder section. I was like, I have to have webs up to stop Inteleon, and I need to chip down the Arcanine, and then Gengar goes in, because it could beat basically your entire team. Even the other issue was Choice Scarfed Gardevoir. I had to get rid of that thing's Choice Scarf. Those were the two things I said. Choice Scarf Gardevoir and Inteleon are the only two things that are going to stop Gengar. And
you expected the Scarf on Gardevoir?
Yeah, no, I called it 100%. I was like, it's probably going to be defensive Arcanine was offensive. I said it's probably going to be special Toxtricity with Hex. Once it poisons me, then it'll start hexing me down. Probably going to be defensive Roost, Body Press. I had your Corviknight pretty much, except more defensive. I had Scarfed Gardevoir. I had Inteleon that speed crept the Gengar. Trevenant truly was the only thing I didn't have. And Arcanine being, well, physical and then offensive Arcanine. Like,
right. I guess I probably should have brought like Crunch or something on Arcanine to more handle that the Gengar.
Nope.
I guess I never even really got to see the Gengar.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this about Arcanine. It does get play rough this generation.
Right.
I mean, close combat makes sense. I get that because it hits Caparage, it hits Rhyperior, and it hits Hydreigon, but I honestly was thinking my entire time that Arcanine coming in, that thing's gonna play rough me. And that's why I got super afraid of it. So, I don't know. It sucks that it took us 2 hours to get to this point. It sucks that it took us to timer, but, you know, for a first...
It took us the timer to do 6 and 5. Could you imagine how long our battle would have been if we didn't have the timer?
If we didn't have the timer, good God, we'd probably still be sitting here doing our battle.
Absolutely.
I kind of like this fast pace. It makes me not, like, second-guess myself and question things, so...
I
But,
agree.
yeah, I mean, it sucks. I'm glad that my first Wi-Fi game was a win. I'm glad it was versus you because, like, I'm sure if I was playing somebody else, they would be very pissed about how this was going and taking time. At least you understood it, so I greatly appreciate that. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm so appreciative over the fact that you were pretty patient with me and my family being here and everything. So.
hey, dude, I get it. I actually I was really happy when you said let's delay it because I was sicker than a dog Wednesday. Like I felt like terrible. I was like, please don't respond. Please don't respond. Let's just delay this. If he does respond, we're gonna play it, but delay it. No, I get it. Life happens.
That's good that works out. You're feeling better.
So, yeah, life happens. So, alright, well, I think we're going to wrap it here, guys. Please check out Nibs down below. I'll link all of his information down there. I know he's going to go do some... You said VGC with friends was what you were going to go do?
There's a VGC scene growing here in Austin, and we're a bunch of us are getting together and trying to build a couple teams.
Yeah. So if he puts that content up, you can go check that out. So please check out his links down below. I greatly appreciate Nibs taking 2 hours to do this, sitting down for the interview as well. So Nibs, I appreciate it, dude. I hope to see you again in playoffs, and hopefully this gets a little better for us.
Absolutely, man. Thanks a lot.
Yep. See you guys next time.